for World Cup glory. Wang Chuqin up against Darko.
Let's
JORGIC.
welcome the player for men's single quarterfinal.
So,
欢迎男子运动员入场。
Representing Slovenia, Darko JORGIC.
So Darko JORGIC arrives to take on the formidable man, the last man standing for the Chinese men. But what a man to play.
Representing China, Wang Chuqin.
Yep, there it is, the world #1, the man who has won so much, but the man who is on a mission to carry his nation's hopes here in the ITTF World Cup in Macau, China this week. The fans have packed into the Galaxy Arena in anticipation, maybe even expectation. But as we discovered earlier on with their other favorite, Sun Ying-sha, you can't always take it for granted. Is Chuqin going to be tested by the Slovenian, who is under no pressure in terms of expectation here whatsoever? The head-to-head also tells you that it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yes, in the US smash the last time they met, Darko took 2 games off Chuqin, but Chuqin has never in any other encounter lost more than 1 game, and on 2 occasions has blanked Darko JORGIC. So there's a clear-cut favourite here, Fraser.
There absolutely is. Wang Chuqin looking for the missing piece of the puzzle here. After winning the World Championships, he'd love nothing more than to win the World Cup. Darko JORGIC looking to be the first Slovenian man to make it on the podium of the World Cup.
There's history everywhere you look, and as Wang Hao has a few words with Wang Chuqin. Wasn't that lovely from you, Bin? She was like, really? I've achieved something no one else has?
She didn't know. Maybe that was a good thing.
Yeah, probably was.
She might have put a bit more pressure on herself if she'd known.
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows.
Yeah,
he's the kind of guy to do his homework, JORGIC.
Yeah, of course. Here we go. Coin toss with Ingrid.
Black. Black, winner. Receive.
So here we are then, that win against the former World Cup winner, Dima Dimitrov, really was a statement victory, and he finished it off like this by this stage against a very well-beaten German.
The battle of the backhands. JORGIC coming out on top against the German legend, the 2017 World Cup champion, Dima. Great win for the Slovenian.
Wang Chuqin, well, we know all about his qualities. We also know about his battling qualities, because in recent times he's been pushed hard once or twice by players, and he got arguably the toughest draw, it felt like, when it was Felix Lebrun who he came up against in the round of 16.
This was an iconic showdown. The last Chinese man standing, beating the champion of the champions, Chuqin. Look at Wang Hao.
His branding always says anything is possible, but it felt as if defeat was also possible there, yet somehow Chuqin managed to get it done. And you're right to highlight Wang Hao's reaction. He knew just what was riding on that for everybody involved in the elite echelon of Chinese men's table tennis. So now he goes again, and maybe he plays with a bit of relief now. But he has to be careful, because if he lets down his guard, Darko's a dangerous player.
It's going to be a different kind of match, stickier, bittier, grittier against Darko. I don't expect to see so many rallies, because Darko's a real spinner. And I think it'll be within the Slovenians' interest to keep these rallies short, to serve very aggressively against Chuqin, because Chuqin will try and find that crossover, get that forehand in, which is so often impending doom.
First game, JORGIC to serve, la ball.
So we know about the Darko backhand, but we know all about the Chuqin backhand too. What are the other key action areas to look out for?
Of course, the most important thing to think about is the serve receive. JORGIC is a backhand-based player, likes to play backhand serves from the forehand side, increase the likelihood that he can play a backhand on the third ball. Just to get that backhand down the line, switch, Chuqin wide forehand at the right moment.
2-1.
A little corner edge gets Darko on the scoreboard.
Chuqin's got the best service game in the world, and as a left-hander, it makes it even more difficult for the righty to receive. JORGIC still has good hands.
Oh, that arm raised early. An early celebration to get the crowd going.
It's rare to see Chuqin play two backhands in a row during the rally, but that was the right time to just use the pace on the ball to switch JORGIC around.
Then he gets a break. Okay, that cancels out the little chip off the edge earlier on. Ooh.
4-2.
Oh, it's an action-packed opening 6 points.
That's the backhand, the heat-seeking missile in full flight. JORGIC, one of the best backhands in the game, but he's looking for that.
Left, 4-2.
I'd say Chuqin has an underrated backhand. It's exactly what it needs to do to set the forehand up.
5-2.
5-2. Just warming to his task. Strutting around as always. Always projects great body language, Chuqin.
He looks so locked in right now.
There's that service. I mean, all looks good right now. If the unthinkable had happened, that Chuqin hadn't made it through against Felix the other day, I wonder what the repercussions would have been for all of those involved.
Oh, top block from Chuqin. Oh, it would have been anarchy. It would have been crazy. It would have put pressure on the women today.
Yeah, and also remember, Shudong's not here, so that's a player that might have gone deep in this event.
Potentially. JORGIC beat Shudong this season.
Yeah.
But that would have been the first time since 1999. Still could be, of course, that no Chinese man of the tournament made it to the podium.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you look to all these historic things, I suppose you have to take into account changes in format and everything like that. It was like the Yubin thing earlier on. No Korea Republic players ever medaled, right? Never been on the podium at all.
That's right. There's nowhere to hide these days.
Left, 3-9.
It's finding this very hard going, Darko.
Serve from the Slovenian, good length, but it's, yeah, JORGIC is always going to be worried about how Chuqin finds that crossover, finds that forehand side. JORGIC's forehand stood up really well against him. I took it nice and early. Chuqin is serving in a way which invites the open play. He doesn't want to have to face heavy topspin balls from Darko. That's why he's not playing so many backspin serves.
Yeah. So business-like really from Chuqin there, and I don't think there was anything that surprised any of us too much about that first game. But it does mean that there's already pressure on Darko. Scoreboard pressure, crowd pressure as well.
Inače, ako stano sa polu distancu, to je spora lopta. Ajmo krenuti back and zero, može? Idemo s tim. Ođi, kad je tamo rezano prema backendu ili otiš na gore prema backendu, ti krenu 2 nada prvo. A? Okej. I tu tamo moraš se baći dugo brzina, da ti svi uši. A, i da je tu na gore.
Matthew Mahmoud there with the instructions. I don't think anything will have changed in your mind from what I asked you at the very start of the match in terms of what Darko's got to do. Because the problem is, the constant is that Chuqin is so difficult on his own service. He's got to make inroads there, isn't he?
Yeah. Chuqin's success rate behind serve is up there, usually in the 80s and 90s. He's going to bully Darko, force him into the storm. Darko doesn't want to be in open play with Chuqin. He wants, as I said, to absolutely grease that ball with as much spin as possible to stall and freeze up Chuqin, make him nervous. I think JORGIC is going to have to try to serve most balls into the short forehand of Chuqin. Cross court, cross table if he serves from here.
Left, love, 2.
He's going to have to put on a service masterclass, JORGIC, to even have a chance.
Love, 2, 3.
It's not looking too good right here for the world number 16.
No, I mean, if you were to call up the service win percentages, Chuqin's will be sky high. Cute.
3, 1.
Cavalier was that from Darko. Unbelievable shot.
He made it look so easy.
It's a heavy serve right there. Let's have a mix-up from Chuqin. This game is just so handcuffing.
Yeah.
It's insane. He does the simple things to perfection. But the full stroke forehand, even off the half-long shot there, full throttle. Felix Lebrun yesterday played one of the best matches of his life. Maybe the highest level we've seen from him.
Yeah, I think so.
Chuqin still came out on top.
5.
And you relished the challenge. But he was put through the ringer at times in that match.
Yeah, lost the first game. He was behind in game 2 as well. That game 2, for me, looking back at it, was a bit of a turning point.
Yeah.
Or a bit of a what could have been moment, to put it better.
Left, 5, 3.
just get the feeling for Darko, it's now or never. You can't afford to go 2 down here, even in a best of 7.
Yeah, comfortable there, Darko. What a great example of his blocking ability, how he holds the table.
The forehand did its job, and then he got onto his preferred backhand.
Yeah.
It just has to stand up to scrutiny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
4-7.
And it's going to be subjected to intense scrutiny.
It's going to be stretched to his limits, the Slovenian. He's changing direction.
Yeah. Now's his chance.
That's that serve I was talking about. So much topspin just laced. It's a serve that Chuqin can't receive powerfully.
Yeah.
That's why Darko serves predominantly topspin most of the time, because it can skid and it dips. You can't hit a ball with that much topspin too hard unless you play a worldie. So his serves have been good, his receives are getting better.
And you can tell by the noise that for the first time in this match, the crowd feel they have to give Chuqin a little bit of help. And this is quite the run for Darko JORGIC.
He's going to load up that ball here. The former Europe Cup champion.
Left, 7 all.
3-time winner of the Europe Top 16 Cup, Darko JORGIC.
7-8.
Whoa, would you listen to Wang Hao?
I think he miscontacted the serve, the European.
Left, 7-8.
Oh, whoa.
Artistry from the man with his arm raised.
The feeling, the flair, the chiquita. This ball here was just uncounterable as well. The spin up on the forehand. What are you meant to do? But again, JORGIC with the flick. Wins the point straight away. That's what I say about Darko, is good at making it a sticky game.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't win this cleanly.
It's very different from the challenge Felix Lebrun offered, which was matching Chuqin, punch for punch, blow for blow. This is more about frustrating him, isn't it?
Yeah, as I say, freezing him up. And JORGIC has done a good job of that here.
Whoa. Oh, there's a chance, because that gives Darko JORGIC an unlikely game point that did not look on the cards earlier on in this one.
Oh, JORGIC rolls it up and smokes it.
Whoa! We saw Chuqin with his tongue out, and now it's tempting to say the cat's got the tongue of some of these fans. They cannot believe this. This match is all square.
It was a good receive. It was all cards on the table there from Chuqin, but here in the Las Vegas of the East, an ace from JORGIC. A royal flush of a forehand.
Samo je gurni dugo prema prekidu, ne mora biti samo ništa. Ja, 对吧？不勉强这种去背脚侧身这个反手上手很好的这种球啊，包括他反手这种去拉，如果说你想这种摆是可以的，摆完他不往后两边上手就完了嘛，对吧？还是要这种心境啊，还是一分为两，不能想着急，不能着急这种人啊，一分再来，一分再来啊，摆手虽然不小姿态，就打点一下都可以，好吧？没关系，打得非常好啊，打得很好啊，没关系，对吧？人这种还是就领先也好落后也能定住比分，定住比分就行。好，继续后面连续，他是一种死不低头的人，是吧？一定要敢，你也要这敢出去啊。
So what's proving so difficult for Chuqin here? What did he and Wang Hao have to work out there, Fraser?
A lot of it's going to be the serve because Darko JORGIC is serving in a way which is making Chuqin feel like the only option is to play the forehand touch from the backhand side. That's unusual. But it's clever from JORGIC because he knows that he is susceptible to the diagonal where Chuqin pins his forehand. So he's playing the perfect service game here, as he needs to, JORGIC.
Yeah.
As the player with the worst forehand.
And he only has to miss by a fraction to be under the pump.
His backhand can live up to Chuqin. We're going to see JORGIC standing quite centrally at the table. Forehand's looking pretty lively here.
It is. Did we do it enough justice? It's more than just functional.
Obviously, it's a world-class forehand, but he just takes it a little bit later. And it takes him a little bit longer than, say, Chuqin to play it repetitively. He likes to start with slow spin, Darko. Get a block out of the opponent and come in with the backhand finish. It's an interesting pathway for Chuqin here as he's looking for his first World Cup title. Not having to play an Asian player at all.
Yep.
Felix Darko here. Either Ugo or Alexei next.
What a lovely change of direction. To make it a 2-point lead.
It's going to test his adaptability playing against so many different styles. This is a real test for Chuqin. The last Chinese player standing. This is cinema.
The louder they scream, the bigger the deficit for their star player.
Serve long to middle. That's a good way to shut down Darko JORGIC, but you can't make it predictable because they'll make the adjustment and run foot you.
Left, 5-3. Left, 5-3. Left, 5-3.
Just when it looked like we were stuck in a loop. Chuqin comes out of it.
Bit of fortune there from Lionheart. Levels it. Great fight back. Crisp backhand counter there. That's an encouraging bit of play here.
Very crisp.
Straight as an arrow.
just clambers over the net. And on such things is hope built. 6-all, Darko serving.
Getting onto that forehand when he knows he really needs to. Darko.
He's coming at you.
It's just iconic, isn't it? When he gets onto that forehand. That transition between the backhand and the forehand. Balance.
The
activation.
Classic.
This is Chinese table tennis right here.
But he can't get away from his opponent. He can't get the separation he wants, Chuqin. Oh, that's a big break. Big break for the second time in a couple of points.
He took it so late and so low against such a ball that is a miracle. How has it even made the table? What a shot. I know it finishes with some fortune, but still, that is very low percentage.
That, though, is sheer class from Darko JORGIC, who moves to 3-game points for a 2-1 lead over the world #1.
Fair play to him. He's coming here to the Lion's Lair. He's not standing down.
Oh, he's got another one. Oh, wow, that's cruel on Chuqin. 2 heavy net cords and 1 edge off the end of the table. And the net, as it were, result is a 2-1 lead for the Slovenian.
Team China have tamed their fair share of backhand beasts from Europe over the years. Not just JORGIC and Demon, but players before that. Alexander Karakasevic, Kalinikos Krianga. 2 famous examples. Chinese so often taking the forehand dominant approach. You can put more into it. That's what they're trying to set up. That's what makes Lin Chidong quite unique, the fact that he's a backhand-based player.
What we haven't seen is that cartwheeling forehand yet from Chuqin when he just goes all in.
It's difficult to do because of the contact of JORGIC. And because the ball often doesn't come that deep. If you notice, a lot of JORGIC's initial spin shots land mid-table. So it dies on you before you can counter like Chuqin likes to.
2-1.
All of which is adding up to a fascinating matchup here. You said he would make it sticky, and he's done just that.
He's not getting that one back though. As we see, Wang Chen, Chen Chen, Chuqin's training partner, New Guang Kai. Can JORGIC go one better than LeBlanc? Take 3 games off the world champion. Looking around, there's fans are literally praying here for Chuqin. 3 points in a row now for the world number 1. To the table to level it.
Oh, these are tense moments all of a sudden. I think after the first game, I don't recall many big gaps between these two in terms of the scoreboard. It's been neck and neck, hasn't it?
Just like it was in Vegas. Really tight battle. Very difficult to get any kind of momentum. They're both so strong on serve ultimately. If it drifts even half an inch, Chuqin's all over it. So we're trying to load that serve. There comes the risk with it carrying a little bit long.
But he comes back again. Do you remember all those years ago, it feels like, when we said the Chuqin serve was going to be almost unattackable, there would be a big problem. Well, that's not turned out to be the case either. Seems a long time ago, the start of this match. So much has happened since then. His play in terms of what he's getting up is incredible.
Because of the timing, the area of the sticky rubber that JORGIC contacts the ball is also a bit different. So sometimes you're looking down thinking, well, why wasn't there so much topspin on that? That's why Chuqin blocked it.
Yeah.
And it didn't land. So it's a very difficult game for Chuqin here. It's not a clean game like he had against Félix Lebrun.
I hear you. Look at that. All of them, bar one, up on their feet. They know how important this is. The whole China team was out earlier for the Xia match. And I can tell you, as I stood down there and watched Hannah, unfortunately for her, blow a couple of match points, they were almost in disbelief. Are we going to arrive at a similar situation here with the #1 man? He's being tested in a way that I don't think many expected him to be.
At this point, I see this as almost a must-win game for Darko JORGIC.
Yeah.
You can't let him in. He'll smell his prey from a mile away. Can't let him too close.
Left, 8, 9.
The forehand of Darko JORGIC is his best friend.
He got a little bit of fortune with the net, but that was an exquisite angle from Darko JORGIC.
And it sets him up for a 3-1 lead if he can convert. If
Oh.
And off he goes for a timeout ahead of a service that means so much to this match, to this World Cup.
Ali ja mislim da će i tu loptu ide duboko u formu. Ajde deki, ali onda se brzo opravite da će ide to paralelno. Može? Kada dođe na sebi, kada dođe, može da ide banane. Nabara ide banane. A mi servira nešto, plakice ti kura, plakice ti kura. Malo se više pomagati.
Really interesting to see what happens here. He's dropped the odd point on service. He's tended to win the second, but clearly the importance of this occasion, Fraser, meant that he felt, okay, the timeout's necessary. So does he come back with a winning formula? He does,
11, 9,
because
8,
that now is a massive point one. You said he had to win this. It's given him now a 3-1 lead. It's taken Darko JORGIC to within a game of dumping out the last hope for China.
This would be the biggest win of JORGIC's life. Hands down, nothing comes to mind that's bigger. He's won European titles, he's won 3 Europe Top 16 Cups, but to become the first Slovenian man to reach the World Cup podium, to beat Chuqin, a man who he's never beaten before, would hit different for the Slovenian. Chuqin has it all to do. He's up against it all here. He's the last Chinese player standing in the men's singles here at the World Cup. If he loses this, he'll leave without a medal around his neck. We haven't seen something like this since 1999, when no Chinese man stood on the World Cup podium. This is just incredible. Man. He needs 3 games in a row, the world #1. And this is his opportunity to make amends from the Paris singles.
5th game, JORGIC to serve, love all.
This could make things right for Chuqin.
Left, love
His
all.
World Cup title.
The branding of Chuqin talks about hope, and he'll never lose hope. He'll never give up hope. But will he be denied it by this man?
1-all.
If you're a fan of the top Chinese table tennis players, and there are plenty of them around, you'll have been put through the absolute ringer today emotionally.
For it to happen at the Champions Chongqing is one thing, John. For it to happen at the World Cup one of the Grand Slam contributing events, well, that would be a whole different thing altogether.
Set, 2, 1.
If he comes out of this, Chuqin, then he'd be a hero. He'd be an absolute hero.
Come on! He is playing for so much. Wang Chuqin. Timeout called. We know what Darko's playing for. You've just said it. Biggest result. Best.
Yeah.
But for Chuqin, it's just way, way bigger than just this match, isn't it?
Way bigger.
要灌主的有些猜的可以确定，猜不对以后我用上太平路了啊，没关系啊，因为他这种球有时候他没有往前，他就往后退上，等着你拉着他往后面看着你这一下，这个不能着急啊，还是拉着你不能全扑出完以后这个我觉得这个啊，拉球变可以练练说控制，刚才有一种进手没有啊，我想球起来拉漏了，想一球全是低的，他就因为他往后退上，他可能看不了。 对吧？啊，没关系，啊，我这跟他往前面直接拉，多少退，好吧？再一个发球也可以用，这个啊，还是他带有点水平高，如果真想超，不是，啊，明白啊。
3, 2.
来，走。
He opens up a little gap again.
He's locking down the key areas of the table, flicking through there. This backhand blockade. And even the battering ram that is the Chuqin forehand can't penetrate through him. He's in trouble here, John.
He's been in trouble before. He's got the game to get out.
Left, 5, 3. Left, 5, 3.
Oh, tension or what?
Even in the net.
5-4, they're all up.
The team spirit, the unity, the depth. Unmatched for China. But it's the Lone Ranger from Slovenia that keeps his lead in a game that could win him this match.
You know, this isn't much different from what we've been seeing all the way through this match. It's just that it matters so much more now. Oh, point by point, he's getting closer to the dream.
He's feeling it, Chuqin. He'll remain aggressive. He'll remain aggressive where he can be.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how much that Felix match will have helped him, not in terms of the style of play, but just the steel, the strength mentally. Or has it drained him?
The last thing he needed. The net from the forehand of JORGIC. Listen to that. Catharsis from Chuqin. Can't blame him. This is make or break. It's wonderful play. JORGIC stitches him into the crossover section with the forehand loop, and it's 6-9 now. He won't lie down, Chuqin. He won't give up.
Play, please.
This is just insane. The mental resolve from Wang Chuqin. A mind like a steel trap. Could he set up a game point, or will it be match point?
Left. 9 all.
Game point for Wang Chuqin. He's doing what he did against Sora Matsushima at the WTT finals last season. What was he, 3-1, 9-6 down? Oh, but what a flick from Darko. Mate Mahmout, his right-hand man on his feet. 10-all. Second game point for Lionheart. The The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But Chuqin is still alive here. How the hell has he done it? He stared defeat in the face. And he managed to squeeze through what seemed to be an impossible position. Hope still alive here in Macau.
Hope springs eternal.
他其实对着他根本打不了你，他就还有这一下，但是没有上场，没有自己这块，有时候他把你位置粘开了以后，你这样就有点用什么样？那我不用去选，就有点难受，位置不好了，马上稍微我就有点靠一点，看折完了吧，是吧？啥时间呢？可以，这样就是多点相对操作，有的时候超远这种滚的，让他拧，等着他拧，逮他这一下，啊，往这头，不用说抽他，他直过去。 行，一样啊，很好，很好啊，太虚了啊！
I just wonder, Fraser, how much the LeBrun match and this is now taken out of Wang Chuqin mentally. He's had to fight so hard. This is all around the stadium. I was just down there. I thought there might be an interview to do. And there are fans that can barely watch.
I know it's one of the most turbulent events I've ever seen, I've ever been a part of. Crazy, absolutely crazy, John. It's going to take a lot out of him. Even if he gets through this, it's going to be a tough semi-final.
And now you have to think about Darko, and I just wonder whether he'll dwell on the opportunities in that last game, particularly at the end.
It's going to be difficult. Knowing you were in pole position, 2 points away, a 3-1-9-6 up or whatever it was, to play another game after that. To have to stare at Wang Chuqin on the other side of the net, knowing he's gaining momentum, knowing that mentally his toughest test might just have been passed.
He might as well just go for it now. No one would think the worse of Darko for just taking his chances now. Sensing this is the moment. He doesn't want to go to a decider here.
But I've got a feeling that might be what is going to happen.
Because he's still reeling, isn't he? Still struggling to come to terms with it. And this remarkable player, Wang Chuqin, is now building up some real momentum.
This is the definition of danger. It comes from nowhere. You can't see a way. And JORGIC just then was 2 points away from winning this 4-1, from knocking out the world number one. And look at this now. A couple of moments later, we're here.
Complete turnaround.
Chuqin will leave nothing to chance now. He's walking the walk. And he's winning points on a canter.
Yeah, he's using everything now. He's using the crowd. He's using whatever he can to get into that mind of Darko JORGIC and unsettle him. And he is. He's shaken.
He's somehow going to have to just roll with the punches.
Okay. Gets in, swats it, anything, any means necessary. Couple of points, some hope, and some concern. Guanxi, don't worry, he says. But they're all worried.
The block of Darko was solid, but the forehand just falls short. Oh my, oh my.
Look at that face. You've got to admire these guys, what they're going through here. Oh, that is such a moment of originality and quality in the midst of all this tension.
That's an ice-breaking dive flip.
It's a change in pattern. And it might be significant. Or Chuqin will say, I got this, and my backhand's got this. I think you're right, Fraser. I think I know where we're going. 7th heaven.
This is why Wang Chuqin and Sun Ying-sha have the most fanatic fan base in the world. They can be tested to their limits, but they're capable of finding a way.
Again, he finds a really nice line, but is it too late to save the game? The last man standing marches into a decider, having flirted with disaster. Who's the favorite now, I wonder? I think the crowd might have an idea. We'll find out who makes the semi-final when they come back.
Seventh game, JORGIC to serve, love all.
It all comes down to this.
Left, love all.
One set shootout.
Love one.
And Lion looking to defend his lair. what we've seen is that even when you're a couple of points away from beating a player like Wang Chuqin, you still have to keep that underdog mindset, that mentality. If you don't, you're in danger.
Left, 1, 3.
Is there to be another twist in this? And as they look on, hoping that there isn't another twist, I wonder, has the dark horse, the Darko horse even, maybe had his best moments? Is he running on empty now?
To say it, but it's certainly looking like that here, John. What he's doing here, Wang Chuqin, as the last man standing to face off against Felix Lebrun, the French phenom, the #1 pen holder in the world, that who even Wang Hao will admire. To win as he did in the 6th game, to come back from 3-1, 9-6 down against Darko JORGIC. It's just unthinkable. I'm speechless.
5-2.
We often talk about greatness and we talk about what makes a champion. It's okay putting opponents away time and time again, but it's adversity that shapes them and the way they react to it. And that's what we've seen today from the 2 best in the world. There it is. That's the one where he spins away from the table, all or nothing. And it was all.
He's steamrolling through this 7th. Man, Wang Hao. Watch the back Darko, he slowly spins it.
7-2.
Is there any way back here for Darko JORGIC? 3-time Europe top 16 Cup champion. Locked in the match of his career. Biggest match of his life. The imperience aura of Wang Chuqin. Have to respect. You just have to respect what the world #1's done here. He is silencing any doubters. if there are to be any critics out there, they've got no leg to stand on.
Left, 4, 9. Go! 9, 5.
He wins both points on receive, Darko JORGIC. 7-9. Oh my God. 3 match points for Wang Chuqin. To remain for the man chasing his first World Cup title. The favourite in almost every event he features in. Tested to his limits here this week in Macau. Can he make it to finals day? Yes, he can! Darko JORGIC was 2 points away from winning this 4-1. But Wang Chuqin has pulled off a Houdini-like escape. That is unbelievable. He'll be hurt, Darko JORGIC. He'll be heartbroken that the man with over 1 billion people rooting for him, the man carrying the hope of the Chinese national team, Wang Chuqin, will live to see another game here at the World Cup in Macau. Cinema, absolute cinema here. Leading up to the centenary World Team Table Tennis Championships in London, marking a 100-year anniversary for ITTF and table tennis. I don't think we could have hoped for a more dramatic plot. With the champions Chuqin, the World Cup here, what we've seen has been simply stunning. Shakespeare couldn't write a better script as we head